Good early Thursday morning. It is 2:18 in the morning and I have a toothache, so I can't sleep. Hope is passed out on the floor, and I thought I'd make a video instead of waiting until tomorrow on how Hope's doing, her update. Yesterday we learned 3 new commands, so she knows 11 now, which is fantastic. She doesn't have them down completely perfect, but she's not a robot, so that's not going to happen. But she knows them very well for just having learned them. She learned nudge, which is where I put my hand down like this and she boops it with her nose. And that's going to turn into several other things later. This is just the building block for more commands, and it's very cute. She learned watch me with the treat over here away from my face, and she'll look here at my face. Now with Pickles, I have to have the treat here and do this for watch me, or he won't look at my face. If the treat's over here, he is laser focused on that treat. He just can't quite get that watch me means look at me, not the treat. We did the next step up from leave it. So leave it was, I put it in my paw, yes, I have a paw, hand, a treat, and offer it to her and say, leave it. And she leaves it alone and she gets another treat. Or that treat. Now we're playing with one of her favorite toys, and then I say, leave it, and she is to leave it, and she gets a treat. And then we'll wait a minute and play with the toy again and do it all over again until she gets it. One of the reasons for that is because my youngest daughter wears skirts and a poncho that I crocheted, and the dog loves both of them, thinks that it is great fun to grab a hold of them and do the whole try and take it away thing. Only Laurel's wearing it, so she can't take it away, and I'm afraid she's gonna rip the poncho because it is crocheted. So we're learning leave it. We do use leave it all the time for, she loves to grab socks and she loves to grab the skirts and other things like that. So we use leave it a lot, but it's me grabbing a treat and running over and saying, leave it, leave it. So this will be a more controlled leave it, which is exactly what we need. And those are the 3 that we learned yesterday, Wednesday. We worked on shake and other paw, which she gets a little confused on still, but I think she's doing absolutely great. We're having a hard time with come, but the trainer told me that she's in the terrible 2s right now. So that's kind of to be expected. She will ignore me completely, or she'll look at me and then walk away. Like, well, just a little while ago, she'll walk up the stairs to the 4th or 5th step, and if I don't call her by then, she goes on up the stairs. I even had hot dogs, and she was ignoring me. She went and woke up my youngest daughter, and it wasn't until my youngest daughter brought her and put her in front of the stairs so she could see me and saw that I had hot dog treats, and then she bounded down the stairs. But the fact is, she still ignored me and went and woke up my daughter, who needs her sleep because of school. She had come down so good. This is just really frustrating. But it is the terrible 2s, and she's not a robot, so we're dealing with it. If she's playing with Pickles, our other dog, she won't come. He will. I trained him on come. That was the first command he learned, And I can be upstairs in the office and him down in the basement. And if he can hear me say, come, he is boogieing on up to find me. Because he knows he's either going to get lavishly loved upon or a treat. And he is so treat focused. I won't say motivated because that makes it sound like he's willing to learn new things for a treat, and he's not. Well, maybe he's just having a hard time. I don't know. I'm gonna get the trainer to evaluate him again and see if he's just purposefully ignoring so that he'll get the treat without doing the command, or if he's really just having that hard of a time learning the new commands. He knows come, sit, from down, and then from down to sit and down to up, which means standing completely up. But I'm trying to teach him shake and nudge, and he's like, just blank, completely blank. He'll stare at the treat, and then he's happy once he gets it, but I'll have to boop his nose with my hand to say nudge, and he's like, what'd you do? But anyway, I had to stop training them together because they were trying to steal each other's treats, and Pickles had snarled at her a couple times, and he even growled at me, trying to pick up his paw to show him shake. So I have to put him downstairs and then train her for a little bit, and she's really good at ignoring him barking. She got used to him barking at the door, and I was so worried that she was going to start barking at the door too, and instead she completely ignores him, so I'm so happy for that. But I feel bad for him because he has to go downstairs and he knows that she's getting treats, and he gets treats when he comes up, but he feels really left out. And I don't train him for as long because he doesn't know as many tricks. And I can only go nudge, boop, nudge, boop, so many times before it's like I'm just giving him food and making him fat. Because he's a little pudgy right now. We don't want him to gain any more weight. But along with the terrible twos, Hope has also decided that she does not like the outside. Now, in the middle of the night, like right now, if we were to go outside, I would have to drag her back in because she loves it out there at night when it's quiet and she can go sniffing everything and looking around. And we could probably go for a walk in the middle of the night and she would be okay. We might try that tomorrow if the tooth pain still is keeping me up. But in the middle of the day with the noises and the heat, she does not like. So we're going to start going out in the backyard downstairs instead of in the front yard. So I have to go down into the basement in order to get to the backyard because we're kind of on a hill. And I haven't been doing that as much because I have really bad arthritis in my knee and it's acting up really bad. So I've got to have to just push past that and take her outside at least 3 to 4 times to play, and then once an hour to go potty in the backyard. And that's going to be hard on my knee, but that'll be a lot of stairs on my Fitbit. The last time we took her out to play, she hid underneath the swing for about 20 minutes. And then finally, with Pickles getting the zoomies and running all over the place, she finally went out and barked and played with him for a little bit. Pickles we can let off the leash in the backyard and let him go and do whatever. Hope we have to have on the extendable leash because there's a hole in the fence and because there's a strip of just kudzu vines and stakes, and it's where it goes like really downhill, and it's just I can't go down there in it and get her if she gets stuck. So keep her on the extendable leash for now. But we need her to be not afraid of the outdoors so that when 4 or 5 months old, she's fully potty trained, we start taking her out to like Tractor Supply and places like that. It's going to be scary the first time, and it'll be even worse if she's afraid of the outside to begin with. And whoever heard of a golden retriever scared of the outside and not wanting to go for walks? I mean, we got to get her over this. And here she is right now to come lay under my foot. She is doing fantastic. I had a very bad day yesterday, and she got very clingy and stayed with me the whole time, took a nap with me. She did really good. I'm very proud of her, and it shows that she's picking up on my emotions and will be a fantastic service dog. What else was I wanting to go over with you? I think that's it. Pardon my hair. It is 2 something, 3 something in the morning, 2:30. I slept for maybe an hour, and then the tooth pain woke me up, and I had to take her down here with me because if I leave her in the bed, she wakes up and I'm not there, she'll start barking or whining for me, and I don't want her to wake up my husband because he has to go to work. I am used to not getting as much sleep, and I can probably take a nap with her in the morning. I think that's all I wanted to go over. She's doing really good. She's like on my foot now. I'll do a training video either tomorrow or Friday, depending on how long it takes her to get the most recent commands. She's pretty much got them, but because I was doing so bad yesterday, we didn't do as many trainings to reinforce it, so I'm gonna have to do that today. And so I don't want to do a training video until she's really got it down, so I can show this is what we're doing and this is how she's doing. That said, she is 11 weeks old and knows 11 commands now, and that's just amazing. For such a young puppy, she's doing fantastic. And that'll mean that next week she'll be 3 months old, and we start going out at either 4 or 5 months. So I am overjoyed, over the moon, and just in love with this little puppy that keeps moving underneath my feet. So thank you for joining us on our journey, and have a super nice rest of your night and blessed day.